We're muted. Check. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
A great marijuana, that is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen. A great marijuana, that is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen.
Marijuana is referred to as Mary Jane, pot, weed, or tea.
That Michoacan, man, Acapulco Gold, man. I even smoke that tight stick.
We're smoking reefer.
The weirdest thing smoking on the internet. The Podheads Web Show.
With that wide shot.
There it
Yes,
is.
sir. There it is. And there we are, the handsome men here in the Podheads. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It is 4:20 on a hashtag Weed Wednesday.
That's right.
And you are in the Cypher with the Podheads, and so are you. People on Instagram,
Yeah,
people
what's
on
up?
Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all that. If you're listening to us live, and you're lucky because you get to hear it a week early. Why do you get to hear it a week early? It's because our
Love you
show
guys.
airs every Wednesday, 7 p.m. on WGHM102jams.com.
Shout out.
Our podcast episodes are on every streaming platform. We're talking about iHeartRadio. We're talking about Apple Podcasts. Basically, anywhere you can get your podcast.
Google us.
So just Google
The
the Podheads.
Podheads.
We're
Yeah.
Accept no imitations.
Imitation. We're number one
Only
everywhere.
one
Anywhere and
Podheads
everywhere.
website.
That's
Yeah.
right. Shout out to WJHM 102 James. We're in the Cypher, baby.
Doing our thing. Yeah.
Doing our thing in the cannabis division. Shout out, like you said, to all our social media friends and family. Let's get to it. Today I'm excited. I've been itching for this episode all day long.
Yeah.
So let's get
It's
to
going to
it,
be a good
brother.
episode because we're going to talk some interesting things. We're going to talk R. Kelly being back in the news,
Yee-hee.
which is pretty interesting.
Peace.
We're going to talk about a nationwide deli franchise that is stirring the pot, no pun intended.
Hey.
And then, of course, we're going to talk about Afghanistan
Yeah.
and everything going on there. So it's going to be an interesting show. We got plenty of clickbait. But before we get things started, let's do this as we always do. Let's break out the Weed Wheel of
there it
Destiny. Look at that
is. High
thing.
tech at the Podheads Web Show.
Yep. Look at that. We're going to go ahead and have our producer spin that bad boy.
Give it to us, baby.
And
Come on, blunt. I
let's
need
see
another
what we
blunt.
land on here. It's lagging a little
Is
bit.
it lagging?
We're having a little technical difficulties.
how
That's why
it
we
is.
started late.
We're the
But don't
Podheads.
worry, folks. That's dabs.
Dabaritos.
Dabbage.
It's right on the line. I don't know. I don't know. On dabs?
Do we have any dabs lying around?
Do we have any dabsies?
There's dabs? Okay. Some
Wow,
more,
but
please.
we'll
We'll get
hope-
some dabs. Our like
Our group.
expert blunt
Yes.
roller. The man himself, our Sherpa.
Thank you, C's.
This is the guy, C's. He's
Yeah.
like, what did we call him?
I like, you like
Bear?
Papa Bear.
Papa Bear
C's
makes
is our
everything
Papa
right.
Bear,
He
bro.
takes
Just
care of the
his
Podheads.
energy so
we've-
good.
Yeah, exactly. Good energy. This
Yeah.
guy kept me out of a hole about this big when
When
I
he
was
was tripping.
on acid.
Yeah. Don't go,
Poolside,
Frank.
yeah.
Don't go.
Yeah. Good
It's-
man. Look at that. Oh God.
Look at that. High tech
I
stuff.
don't even know what to do with this. Do I need like a scoop or something?
No, you just heat up the glass, right? Well, we're gonna bring our C's into
Yeah,
the
C's
camera
gonna teach
pan.
me
Go
how to do
ahead,
this. I don't know what
bring
I'm
it
doing.
in. We're too old for this stuff. Check it out.
Oh.
Oh, it's from the bottom end. From the bottom end.
Give it like how many seconds? 15, about 15 seconds.
I
15
see.
seconds. Look at
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Show
Heats up
the
a little bit there. You see
Instagram
how
people in
it's
the background.
smoking?
Yeah.
What is that called, C's?
It's like an e-pen, e-nail,
The honey
right?
badger.
Honey. Honey badger, eenail, electric dabber.
Okay.
All right, we're working on it. We'll get the dabberooski going here. But that's pretty cool. I've never done an electric dab, so we're gonna try that today here on the Podheads. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But let's get into our first thing because we're always on the clock. I don't know if anybody's taken any time. By the way, I have not kept track of any time. I don't know where we're at time wise. But let's get right into the stories.
Yeah, dude. Oh, we don't have our clickbait button today.
We do. We have our clickbait button.
Clickbait, baby.
Clickbait. You already
That's it.
hear it, baby. Clickbait.
This one's a good one. This is the one. This is a story that I've really been itching to talk about.
Frozen on screen there. But anyway, it's all good. We'll keep it here for the most part, at least until we take it to break, and then we'll go and see if we can fix it. But clickbait. The first story, a killer croc, so to speak. A crocodile that is, look at that guy. Oh, everybody knows that.
Yeah, come on.
Look at that. Right? Remember
Sweet
the movie?
guy. Yeah. Robin Hood.
Ruined a poor girl in Utah's birthday. Let me get
Literally.
my notes open here. The scales
Go ahead,
and
dude.
tails. Scales and tails.
So it was a legit
Crocodile experience.
Oh,
yeah.
it was a legit place that was known for these crocodiles.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was some Petco
Yeah.
who decided to bring an alligator for the weekend.
And so here's what. Check out the video. So Donnie Weissman brings his kids for their birthday to Scales and Tails to check out
Look at this alligator.
alligator and look at. So she catches her hand. Look. Oh no! Don't get in there! Don't get. Oh, and watch.
Alligator roll,
The twist,
bro. You're
the
done.
roll. Yep. The roll.
roll.
Oh
There it
God!
is.
The best thing she could do was roll with it.
Okay, this is a hero guy over here.
So this
Like
is
a
Donnie
good
Weissman. This is the
Samaritan.
dad.
Yeah. He jumps in.
Jumps in on top of the gator.
You know what? I would probably do the
And
same.
listen. You're listening to 31-year-old Lindsay Bull. She's the gator wrangler, so to speak. There, she's giving the guys instructions on what the hell to do here.
Okay.
Look at homeboy, the guys. He ain't even trying to. Yeah, he's like, I ain't touching
I hold
shit.
this thing
Yeah.
up here. Well, she did
There's
say
always
grab my
that guy.
hand.
Isn't there always that guy who's more useless than anything?
No, the dude homeboy in the green shirt, what's his name again? He is on.
That's Donnie Weissman.
Yeah, he is full on hero
He's
mode right
screaming.
now.
You can hear him like, yeah, there's trouble. Get your ass in here. Help me. And look at her. She's just
She's
chilling.
chilling. What else is she gonna do?
That's insane.
What I heard is that you're not opening an alligator's mouth or a crocodile, whatever. Like the pressure is almost unbeatable. Like I don't even know what the right words. How does she even get out of here now?
I don't even know. I don't know if the whole
she's
video
hanging
shows
out.
it. We'll see. That you know what's blowing my mind about this whole thing is how calm she is during the whole thing. This alligator is straight up crushing her hand. And look, trying to pull it off.
Oh, she's out. She's out. And they pulled her out. And they leave him. Oh,
He's like, all right, somebody get some tape or some rope around his
what now?
alligator's mouth. Oh God, don't leave me in here with this. No.
Okay, so this guy became a Samaritan right into, what's his name? Steve Irwin, bro. He became the alligator wrangler.
Oh,
Look at him, he's on.
How
What do you do?
badass.
What do you do?
Apparently, you ride that shit.
So
like
no one's going to come help me? I come help you, you don't come help me?
Yeah, somebody's got to do something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you left me here.
Yes.
As soon as that mouth is free.
Go! Oh, God.
Oh, wow. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Round
Good
of
for
applause.
Donnie Weissman.
Donnie Weissman.
Utah, Salt Lake City, okay?
I don't know why that doesn't surprise me. I don't know why you have an alligator store, a place where you can go and chill. Not a zoo, though. The video originally looked like a Petco, and that's why I thought this is why things go wrong.
Yeah, behind the
because
glass,
behind
everything,
the glass, it looked like a 2x2 thing. Like alligators hungry. Like the first thing you saw was him. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And she kept
The
throwing
hand,
her hand in
her
there,
hand.
right?
Look at the damage on that thing.
Yeah,
Oh my
look
God.
at that thing. Oh yeah, gnarly.
Ooh.
I heard it was ligaments, bones broken. Gnarly, yeah. Don't mess, man. You might be the best wrangler. You might call yourself, the best crocodile. But look, even the best, you can get caught. Wild animal, man.
Yeah. It's all good.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. You know, first few things. The warning. The damn gator had his mouth open, ready
Right
for
from
that
jump.
ass. The gator wasn't having it.
Right.
Why are you trying to? Why do you feel like you got something to prove now?
It was
You
a
go in there
birthday
anyway.
party, right? You know it's a birthday party. Everybody watch me. You know what I mean? I've seen videos of little clowns and Spider-Man starting to do backflips and shit and get knocked the hell out. They're trying to show off for the birthday party, trying to show out. And you know what? The alligator was
got her
not
ass.
having it. You
Bro,
said something-
Lindsay Bolo, how calm. Dude,
Had
you
to
you
be.
kidding me,
No,
bro?
you had to be.
If my hand, no. Motherfucker, get me out of here.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm
screaming.
stabbing,
I'm screaming at everybody in that. I'm
Help.
screaming at the little 5-year-old boy.
Go get a
your
knife
ass in here.
They help me.
and help.
Yeah, you know what? You have to
Okay.
be calm. You
Yeah.
have to be calm. The emotions, the spirit, the heart. Like he's got you. He feels the fear. He's starting to roll. You said roll. Like
Yeah, you
he
start doing the
has-
death roll.
Bro, that's gone.
My
Your
dude,
arm is gone.
all right. You
Arm
gotta
is
at
gone.
least give that guy like a lifetime supply
supply of
entrance to get
croc
in.
visits.
You know what I'm saying? Or at least refund him.
For
My
real.
dude had to jump on and save you from your own part. Give the man a job.
Good. I was good until she was free and they left his ass in there.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if I'm in there,
I'm
I'll
like, are you kidding me
What,
right now?
what the
Yeah.
hell? Like, are you kidding me? Somebody needs to jump in here and help me. You know, luckily we saw in the video that it was perfectly fine. So, shout out to him. Shout out to everybody involved, even the croc, for not ripping
What do you
her
think the
arm
Croc's
off.
name, by the way? What do you think the Croc's name
I thought
was?
when you had Chompers, like it had to be an ironic name or maybe like Sweetie. I don't know.
This is by far the best name I've ever seen for a crocodile. Darth Gator.
Darth Gator. Ah, there's the
Yeah,
picture.
yeah,
Darth Gator. You know what? Lives up
And
to the
lives
damn
up to the name.
freaking
Yeah.
name.
Don't trust Darth Gator.
Don't try Darth Gator. He will always turn.
And took
turn
his hand.
on
Took
you.
her hand.
For
How
real.
apropos. Oh my God.
Star Wars took
Like
the
Luke,
hand
yeah.
of a family member.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah. And Hook. Wow. Gators are. There you go. Yeah.
Yep. No
There you
it.
go, yeah.
Gators. I'm
They'll
not
get
fucking
you.
with Gators. Yeah.
Gotta be
And
quicker than
Yep.
that.
Shout out to everybody. Put one up in there for everybody involved. Next
So, yeah,
one.
next
Let's do it.
clickbait. What do we
Give
got,
me a next
JB?
clickbait. What's our next clickbait?
Oh, Jason's
the sandwich spot.
Deli.
Yeah. Who? Jason's Deli.
Jason's Deli. There's my beautiful face frozen up there again. As you can see, we're having technical difficulties. We'll fix at the break. I don't know how much time we got. I think we're getting close, though. Jason's Deli, anyway, in the news because of big trouble. They caused a lot of controversy with a hiring campaign out in Melbourne, Florida. We're talking about just one store. Now,
No
Florida,
surprise.
duh.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, the manager in a Melbourne store in Florida posted a sign up that basically listed all of their prices from minimum wage to $15 and what they're looking for in a person. As you can see, I'll run through it real quick. Yeah. At minimum wage is a mediocre person, which is defined by what? I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
$9 an hour was if you're willing to learn.
First job, willing
$10
to learn.
an hour, yep. Some experience as long as you're efficient. If you $11 an hour will get you a reliable multitasker. And if you're better than most
bring zero drama.
Bring zero drama. No baby mama showing up at Jason's Deli.
Works like two
snatching nobody
people,
up. Works like, so you got to work like 2 people to make $12 an hour, according to Jason's Deli in Melbourne, Florida.
Jason can suck my.
So you're worth $6 an hour.
Wow.
If you just do your regular
If you're going
share.
off by this list.
$13 an hour is supervisor material. Would you supervise people
Would
for
you?
13?
Hell
Insane.
no. That's disrespectful.
All right, here we go. $14 an hour. You have to be a perfect employee. Never late. You care like the owner does. I got good eyes here, and you got to bring a positivity to the environment. So you got to think like the owner, and you got to just be like a social butterfly.
Owner gets paid $14 an hour too.
For $14 an hour.
No, I don't think
if you
so.
want the price 15, which is what everybody's claiming for a nationwide minimum wage, by the way. is you have to outshine and outperform
The owner for
so
$15.
you need to take care of Jason's Deli. Better than Jason.
Yeah, better than Jason himself.
Better than Jason. What do you think about this, JB?
Disrespectful.
Is
Like,
it,
it's
does the internet have a right to be mad?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this $15 minimum wage shit and stuff like that. But to put like prerequisites on the dollar value, that is disrespectful. That is like, who are you?
He took the time to write that down.
What's the mental when you're writing that? Who are you thinking about when you write $9 an hour and must do this? Like who? Because I bet you there's somebody in his mind when he thinks of this guy take $10 an hour. My point is, you don't write this stuff unless you got some. I don't know, some problem.
You feel a little entitled yourself.
There you go.
Like you feel a little better than everybody else.
That's it right there.
There's some problems with that if you ask me. By the way, minimum wage in Florida is $8.65. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta definitely take it to break. Minimum wage in Florida is $8.65, and going up to $10 here in September. So the minimum wage is gonna be past two of those prerequisites as it is.
Exactly.
Here in September. And then I believe it's supposed to move up to 15.
So what, are you going to rewrite your list again?
I'm
That's
just
my
saying,
point.
yeah,
like,
this reeks of just douchebaggery.
Absolutely.
We'll make up the
Just
break here in a second,
entitlement.
but just want to give you a quote here. The manager of our Melbourne, Florida location recently posted an intended to attract prospective applications through the potential for upward movement through our career path.
Come on, man.
This is the president of Regan Edgerly. He's basically said that he's putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah,
saying, look, this guy's
exactly.
really trying to eagerly find good people, good hardworking people, but his execution wasn't great.
Oh, man.
Look, doesn't matter how you slice it. He comes off as real douchey, and I'm sorry, you couldn't pay me $15 to work for that guy.
Hell no. And try to outclass
Got 13.
him, whatever.
Better than the owner. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Jason. Find your own fucking
Make
baked
my own
potato.
deli, JB's deli.
Yeah, there
Before
we
I
go.
work for $15
Yeah, we're out.
at
Listen,
those prerequisites.
we're way behind.
Super late.
So we got to take our first break. Stick with us. You're in the side with the Podheads.
Yeah.
So yeah, about
The Tibia Show would like to thank Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors.
So let me get that
I
little
got to
dab
go
rig.
on an airboat and saw a real gator. I even got to go to the gem mine and mine for some gems. We ate a steak dinner at the restaurant and even got some gator bites. If you want to have a blast with the entire family, I suggest you go to www.bcairboats.com right now. Get your tickets today. The website again is bcairboats.com. Oak Ridge Gun Range is a family-oriented shooting range that has been in business for over 30 years. They specialize in basic firearm training and offer numerous services such as consignments, gun trades, gunsmithing, and concealed weapon classes. I even got my training for gun safety at Oak Ridge Gun Range. Great customer service, and firearm safety is what they do best. So find out more at oakridgegunrange.com. Mid-State Fire has been providing top-quality fire equipment services for 3 generations to the Central Florida area. Don't wait for an emergency to repair. Call Mid-State Fire today at 407-246-8855. Get your fire extinguishers and emergency lighting for both your home and businesses by visiting www.midstatefire.com. That number again is 407-246-8855.
The Tiberia Show would like to thank one of their dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering to trophies and awards. The cool part about Custom Designs is they can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373 and tell them that
Tiberius
sent you.
Hello, you're back in with the Podheads.
Yep.
Welcome back, folks. Thanks for sticking with us.
Very
A little
nice.
bit crazy. We're working with some different setups. as you
Yeah,
can
some
see.
new equipment.
New equipment, new people.
We're working it.
We're getting it right, but either
Yep.
way, good stuff. Anyway, our producer in the back told us that the equivalent of a corporate dude at
At
Jason's Deli makes about $200,000 $50,000.
So you could assume that's the owner. So you have to outperform for $15 an hour somebody who's
somebody
making,
makes about $128 an
okay,
hour.
right there. Yeah. You're insulting my intelligence.
Meanwhile,
man.
the manager that wrote that probably barely makes $16.
That's what I point. Company man. Yes,
So,
man.
yeah.
Like, get out of here
Yeah,
with that
get
stuff.
out of my face.
Moving
Anyway,
on.
Moving on.
Give me my face right there, my beautiful face, because it's R. Kelly time. He's back. I forgot he was, not that I forgot he was gone. I thought he was in jail, but he's back in the courts again. Facing more allegations, more sex crimes, essentially. I don't know the details because it just started. They just picked the jury, and I think we have a video of that too. Just the news just came out.
The
They're starting
Tribune
it right
Show
now.
would like to
Definitely
thank
not that
Project
video.
Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors.
that, yeah.
I got to go
It's
in.
all
All right,
good.
we're our producers baked too. We're all baked.
We're the Podheads. Yeah, the video of R. Kelly.
Meanwhile,
there you
opening
go.
statements are set to begin
They're
August
set. They're
18
ready
for
to
singer
rock.
R. Kelly's
He's going back to
next
jail.
sex trafficking trial in Brooklyn. A jury consisting of
Look at him.
7 men and 5 women have been
You know,
seated and sworn in.
Bill
Kelly is
Cosby was
accused of
released
sexually
earlier this
abusing
year, and I
women and
thought
girls
maybe
for
they were
more
gonna
than 2
release R.
decades.
Kelly.
He's still facing charges in Illinois and Minnesota.
Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts.
They're ready
And
to
the
rock.
first day of the trial actually begun today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so preliminary, all that stuff is set.
Imagine.
They got the jury ready, and today they started making their opening arguments. And, you know, this guy R. Kelly has been charged with over 18 different charges.
New ones,
Federal
man.
charges. He's been in jail since 2019. And it's been delayed because of COVID and all that stuff.
Yes,
his trial.
yes.
But he's accused of abusing girls and women over 20 years old down to like 15. He made child pornography.
Yeah,
He's been doing this. This is a span of over 2 decades.
His whole
by the
career,
way.
it seemed like,
paid
you
hush
know?
money payments
Look
to
at-
silence victims.
Yeah.
He also charged. He was also charged with racketeering, building a criminal enterprise. They say that whose purpose was to prey upon young women and teenagers.
That's what the prosecutors are gonna say. And you know what? I don't know the facts, but to the fact that he's in jail and they're doing it again to waste. I say waste, you know, but everybody should be brought to justice when it's things like this, especially. But to bring him back into the courts, to basically send him back to jail where he wasn't probably gonna be free for another 10 years, he's never getting out.
No,
and
this guy,
deservedly.
I mean, what is he? 50?
I don't know the facts, but he's been doing this his whole life. You know, our
He ain't
producer
got
put up a
many years
picture of
left,
Aaliyah.
yeah.
You know, he married that young girl at what, 16?
I think,
So
I
it's
think he was
Aaliyah?
29 and she was
16.
15.
15.
Matter of fact, on August 30th, this actually just came to light. He was just added on charge. A new charge was just added on because on August 30th, 1994, he bribed an Illinois public officer to make Aaliyah a fake ID so that she
So they
could get married. Yeah.
Wow,
So
scumbag!
they just added that charge.
Good,
on.
because
Yeah.
that's an illegal ass marriage. Like you the worst. You've been doing this your whole life,
Absolutely
your whole
insane.
life. So that means you're going to jail for the rest of your life. I'm sure this case is going to be pretty clear cut. I saw some of the clips of the victims and stuff like that, and they look truthful. And I'm sure
That's
that's
going to jail.
yeah, he's going to jail. And you know, bye bye R. Kelly. No more pissing for you because man, you're done.
Yeah. He probably getting peed on. Not peeing on anybody.
For real. Deservedly, man.
So
I
yeah,
don't mess with people like
March
that.
2020, federal prosecutors in New York filed new charges for racketeering and violating the Mann Act, which prohibits sexual trafficking over state lines. August 2020,
get
3
him.
Kelly associates were charged with trying to bribe and intimidate his accusers.
Look at that.
Donnell Russell was charged with a gun threat to the surviving R. Kelly screening. I remember he called in a gun threat saying he was going to shoot up the screening. So him and his people have tried everything to avoid this, and they still plead not guilty.
Yeah,
Which is the craziest thing to me. So you've done everything you can to try and block this news from coming out, and you dare go into court and plead not guilty. So I don't know what they're going to try and pull here.
Nothing insanity, sexual deviancy. You know what? There is no defense. You're going to jail for the rest of your life, dude. You're going to jail for yourself. You're a sexual predator. You're a predator. You predate on young girls. And and you deserve to go down. R. Kelly, all of them. We said it every time before. All these kid fondlers and stuff like that. All y'all.
Yeah,
need
no
to go
matter how
down.
you feel about him, you deserve. And all these damn people have come out and tried to support him. Remember, there was just as many people out there trying to support him as they were trying to put him away.
Yeah, you know,
Y'all
I
are
was a
crazy.
fan. You know, I was a fan. I was in
He
shock.
made good music.
Yeah.
The whole 20 years he
I
was
get
out
it.
there raping kids.
I get it.
And, you know, that's a shame because so many people didn't know.
Right. I didn't exactly. I get it. I was banging to R. Kelly music. You know what I mean? But the fact doesn't change it. The truth is there, and you react to the truth. And he is a scumbag. Bill Gates, all of them, everybody. Epstein, all of them. You're all scumbags no matter what you did before and any good. All that you did before is erased. All of it. All of it. The second you touch that
And listen,
person.
it doesn't matter if you settle
All
out
of
of
it.
court. It doesn't matter if you paid somebody. It really doesn't matter. You can say all these things like these people were just looking for a payday or not, but it's hard to believe that so many people all come out saying the same thing. And I mean, it's touched. These allegations have touched everybody from, like you said, private industry, you know, kind of schmoozers to presidents. Remember, President Trump has over 20 accusations that were put to rest or paid off for sexual
When you get to that
misconduct.
level, especially in power and money, there is a sense of untouchability. Like you think you can do whatever you want, and that's where I will give the feds mad props because they're going after
Get 'em
all
all.
these people. No matter red, blue, Democrat, don't matter. You're going down, and I'm with that 110%. So big ups to the FBI and the feds for that. You're going down, R. Kelly.
Hoover's boys.
Yeah,
Hoover's boys. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, we did get to try this. We got to get to break
Not
here
bad.
soon.
It hit pretty good too.
Yeah,
you know?
this little honey badger.
Honey badger.
This little E-pen situation. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Okay,
That's pretty good. We could go right there. Let's take a quick break right now before we get into the main story. What's happening in the world today? It's the Podheads, yo. All right, let's take another break.
Law.com. You can call him at 407-801-2667. Wait, you are not Chuck. My dad can help when people get hurt. He loves to help people. If you are ever injured at work or in a car accident, you should call my friend Chuck. You can call him at 407-801-2667. That website again is cwsmithlaw.com.
Offices, Orlando.
Does it actually have that much W's? Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving. CWSmithLaw.com. You can call him at 407-801-2667. Wait, you are not Chuck. My dad can help when people get hurt. He loves to help people. If you are ever injured at work or in a car accident, you should call my friend Chuck. You can call him at 407-801-2667. That website again is cwsmithlaw.com.
Offices, Orlando.
Does it actually have that much W's? Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties. Contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org. Aw, Dad, my computer's slow again and I can't play my games.
Call Your Computer Solutions today and we will scan for viruses and clean that computer up remotely and make it fast again. Our phone number is 407-826-0810.
Thanks, Dad. My computer's fast again. Now I can do my homework. Thanks for calling Your Computer Solutions at 407-826-0810. Oak Ridge Gun Range is a family-oriented shooting range that has been in business for over 30 years. They specialize in basic firearm training and offer numerous services such as consignments, gun trades, gunsmithing, and concealed weapon classes. I even got my training for gun safety at Oak Ridge Gun Range. Great customer service And firearm safety is what they do best. So find out more at oakridgegunrange.com.
Yeah. You're back in the cypher with the Podheads. Frank the Tank, JB Perez in the cannabis division. Shout out to you guys out there in social media world, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. We love you guys. WJHM 102 Jams. That's our radio station. We love you guys. Joe Boy Pierre out there. And let's get to it. Let's keep going with the show. What we're talking about today. Afghanistan, right? Afghanistan, we all have kind of a connection with Afghanistan a little bit. So that's why we wanted to talk about it. What the hell is going on with Afghanistan, brother?
All hell has been broken loose, right? Yeah. I told you a few weeks ago, okay? Remember, this is going to blow your mind right now. I told you that we're in a time loop. We talked about this.
You did.
That freaking
2007.
It's like, yes. That it's like 2007 all over again. That all the headlines from 2007, everything that was like in season 7 of South Park, is like
back
all
over.
bringing back the same set. The headlines are back again. We're talking about the same things that we were talking about way back then, and here we are talking about the Taliban all over again.
Back in power.
Yeah. Yep. So look at this. Basically, this is a matter of 2 weeks. This graphic that we have up here. This is the Taliban's movement from one province in Southeast Taliban to controlling the entire country.
Oh, day by day, just taking over.
We're talking about in the course of 2 weeks. This is all taking place after Joe Biden announced that we're going to be gone. He's pulling out all the troops by the end of the month.
Cold turkey, bro. Ripping it out.
So look at that. Right now, the Kabul, I think that's it right there. So yeah, the capital of Afghanistan, Kabul, these guys have surrounded it and have demanded, the Taliban has demanded that either to hand over power back to the Taliban or we're just going to keep tearing shit up. So, obviously, these guys are in the street. They've got people at gunpoint. They've got weapons. They're putting out videos. There. Yeah.
Dude, they're taking, they took over.
Look at the cache of weapons that these guys have.
Look at that.
Just lying around.
Oh, bro,
Good for every man, woman, and child.
Bro, this route, bro, are you kidding me? I mean, Joe Biden's promise said he was going to get us out of Afghanistan. Not like this. Leaving Humvees, weapons. You don't think those weapons are going against American lives in the next 5 years, 10 years? Maybe they make their way to Korea. Maybe they make their way to maybe they make their way to China, India, whoever the hell America decides to go to war with.
A lot like American,
these are American
abandoned
weapons.
American weapons in American shipment containers.
We left
all
it.
just left. All just left.
Oh, you
behind.
can't do
Sloppy.
that shit.
Very,
you can't. Excuse me.
sloppy.
You can't do that. Look, they're in our gym.
These guys are.
They don't even know how to use that.
This guy's going backwards on the elliptical.
You know
got the other guy getting pulled up into the lap.
A little love. Yeah, I've seen women do this thing backwards.
No,
I don't know if it works.
This is complete horseshit.
Glutes.
No.
Look at work that
have
stuff.
No idea
Come on,
what
man.
they're
Look at
doing.
It's to say it's disrespectful. I think it's not the right word because we did this to ourselves. So I'm not giving a pass to no.
These guys are already crazy. We can't start letting the Taliban work out, bro. We can't start letting these guys get swole. You ever seen Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Long time ago. Yes, I have that memory.
Anyway, we left the guns. That's a big deal, bro.
It's the biggest. Yeah. I mean, we have more video of some of the humanitarian stuff, but I think this part of it, the guns, the weapon, is probably the bigger deal in terms of like defense and the reason why we went to Afghanistan and like we're gonna help and protect. And no, we literally just gave them all the weapons to hurt us again.
And so they've completely abandoned the joint, like you said, the military and the president of Afghanistan just completely took off, like went into hiding. The Taliban is taking control. And hold on, we got the commercial back up.
Let's get rid of that, man.
We got technical difficulties. All right, never mind. All right, so the president of Afghanistan here, he deuced up, and now people, ever since the Taliban has taken control, people are like hauling ass to the airports, doing whatever the hell they can to get out of the country before everything goes crazy. I think we have some videos of these people just trying to like get on American airplanes, like military airplanes. Like look at this.
Look at the guy in the front just hanging on. And the plane's going, bro. The plane is leaving. No matter what. That's sad. Like, bro, I am a little embarrassed right now to say that I'm a veteran. That is, bro, give me the next next video, please, bro.
Look at that right there. Look at this. This is a video of a man who, look at that guy, fell off the airplane. And that thing is already a few hundred feet in the sky. This guy fell off. This is the kind of shit that's happening out there.
That's what they're willing to do to leave the Taliban. Might as well call it suicide. Like, I don't know if they didn't know any better. You can't just hang on to the outside of a plane. But the fact that they did
the desperation
says so much about who the Taliban is, and us leaving like there. Me, half guy, half cup full guy, humanitarian. Bro, this is embarrassing. I'm mad. I feel sorry for these people. I hope something's being done on the humanitarian side. But I'm mad at Joe Biden right now. I didn't like this at all. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it.
Of course, he's blaming Trump. Trump is blaming him.
Oh, here we go.
But ultimately, we spent billions of dollars
2001
over the course of 20 years to try and rebuild that country and try and I don't know.
And what? Like, the mission was to help them defend themselves. We spent 20 years over there. And I don't know the Afghanis, but I've seen enough clips from military people out there said that the Afghanis, they don't care, bro. They smoke hashish all the time. They're not committed. A lot of these Afghani military members are just people from villages who were kicked out because people didn't want them. They were just like outcasts. So that kind of personnel to have defend your country, you will lose them as soon as the fighting starts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we tried for 20 years, and I think Joe Biden said that. I don't have the clip, but Joe Biden said, we're not going to fight in a place where they're not going to help themselves. And ultimately, that encompasses everything that needs to be said about Afghanistan. With that being said, you don't leave like this.
Yeah, he basically put it like this. He called it gut-wrenching, but he basically put it on the government of Afghanistan, put it on our prior policy.
Not my fault.
Of course, Trump and everybody that supports him is going to be campaigning off this now, basically saying Biden. Yeah, exactly. This was started by Trump.
Is that this
and
exit
that's what
plan?
Biden is saying is like this whole thing was started by the president, former president. So he's trying not to touch it. And it's messed up because the people there are the ones that's suffering.
Mm-hmm.
When
civilians.
For 20 years, women had rights like we have here in America. And under the Taliban regime, they had to wear full burqas, couldn't show anything but their eyes. They weren't allowed to hold jobs. There was all kinds of just terrible things happening over there. I mean, people were being killed in the street. There's a what do they call it? A terrorist state. In every,
and day one when they started taking over, they reverted right back to it. They were going door to door, kidnapping females to marry them off or do all the unimaginable things that they would do. Yeah. So right from day one, they reverted back to the evilness that it is the Taliban. I mean, people, we saw the videos, were willing to die, cling to the outside of a plane to not be around
There's
them.
a satellite picture we took of these folks at the airport. It's hard to see, but it's like ants. I mean, just
you
thousands
overrunning
of people.
an airport to try to get anywhere. And how else do you leave a landlocked island like a place like that through the air? So you run over there.
And this guy, the president, bro, Ashraf Ghani, because I want to give his name. He made a couple statements before he left on Sunday. So he made sure he got the hell out of the country.
Of course.
Didn't make sure none of his people got out. Didn't do nothing. Didn't appeal to. I mean, and I don't know how this shit works. So didn't appeal to. Let's get away from our country for a second. Put some blame on them. This guy didn't do shit. He made a couple statements on social media, I believe, or on TV, and then said, "Shit, I'm getting out of here before they kill me." Like,
straight
you
up.
had to have believed that this was happening.
Yeah.
You had to have seen that these guys were
leagues,
moving,
man.
making moves. How could you not ask for assistance from other countries? Does nobody want to help Afghanistan? Is America the only ones that are giving assistance?
No, I know there's NATO and there are.
That's what I'm saying.
There are other countries that send forces over there, but ultimately it is the United
But
States
you got to be
leading
able
the
to.
way.
But you got to be able to. You got to be willing to defend yourself.
Yes.
And I guess if the country is that what we're saying, that in Afghanistan,
It's a lost country.
the country itself, the citizens,
Is that what the world is
are
saying?
are not willing to defend themselves? Are not willing
They're
to police
saying
themselves?
that their military, the personnel that they have tasked to defend their country aren't worth.
You know, I did. Let me tell you
that.
something. I spent some time in Iraq, and I did talk to a lot of people who did service over the course of the time, you know, during Operation Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom in both Afghanistan and Iraq. We worked a lot with people from Uganda, Australia, Italy, from all over the world. And listen, I'm not trying to talk shit here, but one thing that I did hear a lot from a lot of people, they were very frustrated in trying to train the Afghanistanis, I don't know,
Afghans, yeah.
Particularly, I mean, you see, Iraq is still standing on its own. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But the people in I remember hearing stories about the people in Afghanistan being real hard to work with.
Yeah,
So,
that seems to be the
they're
consensus.
farmers. They're drug
Yeah.
orders. These are not people.
I heard
They're
the
not
word
military
drugs. I've heard the word drugs in that military over 80%. If you drug test them, 80% of the Afghan military is on hashish or opium. Point blank, that's what the numbers say. So if you have, again, personnel, a military like that, no, bro. The day things turn real, you're running away. Like, that's not a military force. So again, to your points, I don't know what time we got, but again, it's such a tough question. What is Afghanistan now? Is that it? Like, are we just leaving?
Well, that's the thing. If
Afghanistan
nobody
alone?
does anything about this, and we'll come back and talk about this.
4 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll come back and finish talking about this, but we'll explore what is Afghanistan, what is left with when we come back from this break.
That's
Listen
right.
to the Podheads.
Yeah.
The Tibia Show would like to thank Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors. I got to go on an airboat and saw a real gator. I even got to go to the gem mine and mine for some gems. We ate a steak dinner at the restaurant and even got some gator bites. If you want to have a blast with the entire family, I suggest you go to www.bcairboats.com right now. Get your tickets today. The website again is bcairboats.com. Mid-State Fire has been providing top-quality fire equipment services for 3 generations to the Central Florida area. Don't wait for an emergency to repair. Call Mid-State Fire today at 407-246-8855. Get your fire extinguishers and emergency lighting for both your home and businesses by visiting www.midstatefire.com. That number again is 407-246-8855. Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties, contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org.
The Tiberia Show would like to thank one of their dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering to trophies and awards. The cool part about Custom Designs is they can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373 and tell them that
Tiberius
sent you.
All right, you're back in the Cypher with the Podheads. Thanks for sticking with us through all these damn technical difficulties. And
We
all
love
that.
you guys.
If you're listening to WDHM, then it's nothing for y'all. If you're watching live, we appreciate the love.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, look out for our clips though. Every
day.
day at 4:20. Yes,
sir.
We have clips of these episodes and the segments that we're talking about airing. So
on YouTube, and we'll
you
share
can
it on
leave a
all our
comment,
social
like,
media.
share all that stuff.
Love it.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So the question, right? What's next? What is left next for
Afghanistan,
yeah. Right?
I don't know. A movie's coming out.
We don't know, right?
Warland.
The Taliban, though, according to the Associated Press, the Taliban says that they want to form an inclusive Islamic government with other factions. They're going to be holding negotiations with senior politicians, including leaders in the former government, and they've pledged to enforce Islamic law.
Look at my face.
But encourage women to join their government.
Look at my face.
And say they will provide a secure environment for the return of normal life after decades of war. Do you think that this is going to actually...
No, come on.
This is bullshit, right?
Of course. The best indication of future... What is it? The best indication of future behavior is past behavior. They've been doing this for 20 plus years before that, when they were in control in the 80s or whatever. They weren't giving freedoms. They were cutting people's heads off. Come on. Don't bullshit me. I know you just happen to fall into this grace of American, guns and Humvee because we just left.
Guns, weapons, and equipment.
We just left, and they were like, "Oh shit, we're in power again." You know what I mean? So no, I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all.
Yeah, bro. Well, they've also pledged to prevent Afghanistan from being a base for attacks on other countries, including the U.S.
I see.
And they wanted to hold on to the U.S. peace deal from 2020. Mm-hmm. So according to the Taliban, they're not going to be a base for Al-Qaeda. Or Al-Qaeda, however you say it. And they're supposed to be looking towards the future, peaceful future with equal rights and no problems.
Oh man!
I don't believe it.
You know who really like politics too? The Nazis. They were in politics too. Okay, no, it doesn't work that way. You can't spend the best part of your program, whatever you call it, Taliban, your thing, killing and stealing and murdering and pillaging.
So there's no way the Taliban is being sincere.
No, you cannot.
They're going back to you said they've already started. They've
already started women out
of
snatching people, pushing women out of the way. No, man, the Taliban's here just like they did 20 years ago. All right, so no, I don't buy it. The best indication of future behavior is past behavior. Show me a little something. And even then, let me not even fall that way. I don't want to see anything from the Taliban. I have no idea what's going to happen from Afghanistan, but I can't imagine the world allows the Taliban to stay in power. This was weird for me. I don't want the
there
U.S.
has to be some kind of response.
Something, right? I don't want to be in people's shit stuff, right?
But we can't. Can now Biden? What happens to Biden if he turns around and sends troops back?
No, you better, bro. No.
Okay then.
No, you can't say it.
So then what do you do exactly?
For the next 4 years, Afghanistan becomes a lawless country.
And then what happens when we start getting attacks from them? What happens when you have an entire state that is funding and harboring terrorists that are coming over here and tearing shit up just like 9/11?
They said they're not going to do it. They
said
they're not going to do it. But I tell you,
that's what they said.
Hey, be careful. With those guns, with those weapons, I guarantee you we're going to see those weapons again real close to American bodies. And I hate it. But I promise, because it always works that way, bro. We funded the Taliban in the 80s against the Russians or whatever it was, Reagan or whatever it was. Yeah. So again, cyclical, right? You said it. It's all cyclical. Right back, It all comes right back. I pull up the Vietnam references, Cash, right? History repeats itself. This is Vietnam all over again. Another war that people say
almost the same exact picture. People trying to clamber into planes to get the hell out.
The hell out of Vietnam. So the parallels will be there now forever. Not only on the day they left. Give me the other pictures too, because these were embassy pictures. That happened in Saigon, and the one is the embassy in Kabul, trying to
look at that, almost the exact same. Yeah.
I'm thinking cyclical. History repeats itself, especially if we don't learn from it. If we don't learn from it, America, all right, let's just leave our guns and just leave. And here we go.
Why would we leave all that gear? That blows.
20 years from now, we'll see them again, whether it's Russia, China, whatever the countries
maybe another 9/11, maybe another crazy attack.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, I hope not. I'm just saying though.
We're
sleeping. We're sleeping again. We got this COVID thing. We ain't even get one foot out the damn door of COVID, and we're back on some new shit. On a new strain. We're going backwards.
Man, this
so
world
we're sleeping
is
again.
crazy.
We're asleep at the wheel again.
If you're an apocalyptic person, if you believed in the apocalypse, bro, we are right there. We're in the cups, 11:59 with 58 seconds on that doomsday damn clock. I don't know where nuclear weapons are in all this. I mean, when you have terrorists being able to do whatever it is that they want to do, you have to be wary of attacks, of weapons like that. No one's watching them anymore. Now what?
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm sure there's going to be people watching this very closely.
You
saw the satellite images, all that stuff. I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about it. I don't feel good about it. I don't think that we need to send troops back in. But obviously, something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. Otherwise, maybe, right?
I want something to be done. You were gonna blow it up, and somebody
drop a nuke on the place.
Oh
That's
man,
what some people say.
man.
By the way, they have evacuated. You're going to start seeing. I think they managed to get some 20,000 people out, which isn't much, but you'll probably see something just like the shift in population after the Vietnam War, bringing some foreigners. You're probably a lot of people ain't gonna like that. The wall builders aren't gonna like all of these people from Afghanistan.
Florida might be a little
country.
more brown
But,
than people are used to. That's
so we will see an influx of Afghans.
You know what? And as it should be, and the first ones of those who should be here, the ones that help. All right, the military members. And you know what? I don't know how much time we got, but let me get this out of my system here.
About 7 minutes.
I have friends who went over there, who fought in Afghanistan. I'm not calling friends. I have associates who I knew have died in Afghanistan who are fighting over there. So my point is, what was the point? What was the point? Okay, fine. You want to hype me up? Let's go over there and win a war so we can save the country. Mission accomplished? I don't freaking think so. So now what? So how do you go around and you turn to your other military members and say, all right, next war, I want you to go do the same thing? Yeah. I don't know. With social media and communication, man, you might see...
Times are different. Times are different. Times are different. People aren't as patriotic. People aren't as ready to go and jump into the military.
Especially when there's it seems no reason, right? 9/11, Cash said, maybe 9/11, right after we send them, we kill them, and we come back, be done with it. But we spent 21 years seemingly on nothing. That's the problem with the military, right? Like the complex of it. Yeah. Get in, get out, man. Get in, get out. That's what we need to do, America. And look, here we are 21 years later with nothing to show for it.
Yeah, it definitely gives me a bad feeling. It does remind me of stuff like Vietnam. Mm-hmm. It makes you feel like, what's the point?
Yeah.
And I think that it will discourage people from joining the military. So. The older, the wiser you get, the more you start thinking about. I even think about my time in the military. When I was younger, I used to say things like, well, look, somebody's got to do it. And why not me? What makes me better than anybody else? And I still feel that way in many respects. But at the same time, I think like, damn, as where I know now, if you know full on, you're awake and the agenda has nothing to do with freedom, has nothing to do with protecting American lives, has nothing to do with that. This is just something personal, or this is about somebody else's money, somebody else's bottom line. Then why the hell would you want to go and do that?
You wouldn't. And now it's only going to get more of that awareness, as some people would call it. Times are changing.
The media's going to have a field day. This is just happening.
Whew.
This is going to be big. Like you said, it's already being compared to Vietnam. And it's going to go down in history as something
Another mistake by the Americans. I mean, it'll go down in history again, a failed war like Vietnam. Here we go in Afghanistan. I want to see the movies, man. There are going to be so many movies, so many stories, so many great stories off this war. And again, for nothing. And that's what I revert back to. All that for nothing. All these heroes died. And we left the weapons there for the taking. Okay, maybe they don't got bullets. You don't think they can get bullets in Afghanistan? You don't think the Taliban with their opiate fields, as far as the eye can see, can't get bullets? Like those come on, I'm not even in the military like that, and I know not to do that. Somebody need to sign off on that crap.
They teach everybody from the jump, from get-go.
No, bro, we left cold turkey. Biden said we're out, and we left it. We left it all. And when one U.S. military member dies because of it, remember this right here. Remember that Biden, the military, and Trump, and whoever else is to blame, because I don't even know who else to blame. Oh, they're all to blame, man. They're all to blame. I don't even know this,
man. An estimated 75,000 Afghan military and police officers perished in direct war deaths, and an additional estimated 71,334 civilians died directly because of the 20-year war in Afghanistan. Wow. This is just Afghan deaths. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a lot of deaths. No matter what the span is, 20 years. But I bet you military members were not. We're probably barely at 1,000, maybe a few hundred. But you know what? If your people around you are dying, you are not gonna want to go in there. Like
over 7,000 between Iraq and Afghanistan. But still, I mean, over 7,000 deaths. And you know what I mean? Anyone. And I mean, you're talking about over 150,000 deaths of the Afghan people. That is
exactly. And for what? What is the end result?
Yeah, and that doesn't even include injuries. Those are people that just died. And injuries that are going to last for people for lifetimes and affect generations.
Yeah. Unbelievable thing. Yeah,
it's sad. It's pretty sad. But, you know, we don't like to get into politics too much on the show. But
we're veterans here.
News.
This is,
close to home.
It does hit close to home. And it's important because, you know, we need to be aware that it is ultimately our governments, not just America or Afghanistan, but just all our government. They don't have the best interests of their people in mind. Point blank, period, from jump. Yeah. Like, we would never get into this like this if they really cared. I've always felt like government should be like true representations of the people there. Like, if you are a Massachusetts senator, you gotta live in Massachusetts, like that kind of thing. Like,
sure,
how do I don't even know how to explain it, but I need governments of the world to be more representative of the people. It's supposed to be
of the people, for the people.
That stopped being true in 1887. You know, some other time like that. So my point is, like, you saw those people at the airport, like that is a representation of the government of Afghanistan. Like, that's terrible. That's terrible. And here in America, but we don't like these wars. We don't like these wars, and the fact that we keep getting into them is not a representation of the people of America, man. Let's do something. I don't even know, man. Yeah. I don't even know. I get so high.
I think the majority of people don't want to have anything to do with this kind of stuff.
No, we don't.
There's a mess now. Lying over there, a big pile of shit that's lying in the middle of Afghanistan, and we left it there. At least we're part of it.
Well, we sure did.
So I mean, I don't know at this point. I don't think there's any going back. So
yeah, I'm curious to see what happens. You know, we heard blowing it up. Probably because that's what America does.
Yeah,
when things get too crazy, evacuate it. We need a Disneyland Middle East parking lot. You know what I mean? Like I
and you saw how they're spread apart. Like,
be careful, some rich billionaire.
I mean, it's not like you can just send people in to handle it. They are
everywhere.
Across the whole country.
They're taking over, man. Yeah. They're taking over, and we're to blame.
Yeah, like that's a wrap.
Let's get out of here, man.
Let's get out of here. Hate to do it on a sad note, but we'll be here next Wednesday to get high with you again.
Yep.
So it'll be a good one. Every hashtag Weed Wednesday, 7 p.m. Instagram,
all
Facebook,
of it. Check out all our clips off of YouTube. We're gonna post them on social media. Subscribe, hit the alerts every day. We're here to stay, baby. You know, COVID hasn't gone anywhere, but we're gonna go out there. We're ready to rock. Yeah, I guess that's it for Frank the Tank, JB Perez with the Podheads. See you next week. Yeah.